Good morning students. Welcome in this class. This video is for class 7 subject social science. We are studying about geography chapter 8 life in tropical and subtropical region. It is the third lecture of this chapter. Actually it is summary lecture of this chapter, and in today's lecture topics to be discussed or recapitulated are: first one, life in the Amazon basin, climate, rainforest, life in Gange and Brahmaputra basin, and in last we will have a discussion on homework solution of lecture 2. So let's start today's discussion. Life in Amazon basin. The tropical region lies very close to the equator between 10° north and 10° south. Yes friends, already we have discussed about the location of Amazon basin. Amazon basin means the area which is drained by the river Amazon in South America. Means where Amazon basin is located? It is located in South America continent. And it lies between that 10° north latitudes and 10° south latitudes. So what are latitudes? Already I have told you in previous lecture. Latitudes are the imaginary lines which run from west to east on the earth. So what is the extent, what is the location of Amazon basin? So it stretches or it extends from 10° north to 10° south, and this area is known as tropical areas also because it lies between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. Understood about it? Yes. The river Amazon flows through this region. So in this area the main river is Amazon river. It flows from the mountains to the west and reaches the Atlantic Ocean to the east. Yes friends, in previous lecture I have shown with the diagram also the extent of Amazon river, that it originates from the mountains in the west, and in the way that many countries are drained by the river of Amazon, like Peru, Brazil, Venezuela, Ecuador. Okay, so many countries are there which are drained by the river of Amazon, and after that it falls into Atlantic Oceans. So understood about it? Yes, this is the extent of Amazon basin. The place where a river flows into another body of water is called the river's mouth. Yes, so what do you mean by river's mouth? River's mouth means the end of the place, okay, or the where any water bodies or like a river falls into or mix with any another water bodies, like when river fall into any other water body like oceans or sea. So the end point of the journey of the river is known as its mouth. Numerous tributaries join the Amazon river to form the Amazon basin. Tributaries. Tributaries means that you can see many small rivers which join a big river. These are known as tributaries. Okay. So many tributaries of Amazon river, okay, all these together they form the Amazon basin. The river basin drains portion of Brazil, parts of Peru, Bolivia, Ecuador, Colombia, and a small part of Venezuela. These are the countries which are drained by the river and its tributary Amazon. Okay, so which country come in Amazon basin? Peru, Bolivia, Ecuador, Colombia, and some parts of Venezuela. Actually Venezuela is far away from this way or Amazon river. Okay, so that's why only some parts of the Venezuela country which are drained by the Amazon river. Now we will discuss about the climate. कि what type of climate is found in Amazon basin. So students, as we know that the climate of any place depends on the location. Okay, means where a place is located. So the main factor which affects the climate of any place, that its location. And as we studied now that Amazon basin lies near the equator, 10 degree north, 10 degree south, means near the equatorial region. So that on the equatorial region or near the equator, sun rays fall directly. So in this way, very hot and humid climate is found. As it rains heavily in this region, thick forest grow. What is the reason for the heavy rainfall in Amazon basin? Its climate. Okay, due to its location near the equator, sun rays fall directly here. So this area receives maximum heat of the sun, and due to this high amount of heat, which results in more water evaporation, and due to more evaporations, which results heavy rainfall. So that's why hot and humid climate is found in Amazon basin, and due to the heavy rainfall, thick forests are also grown here. The forests are in fact so thick that the dense roof created by the leaves and branches does not allow the sunlight to reach the ground. Yes, friends, in these forests, thick forests, trees are so tall and dense, close to each other. So in this way, the leaves and branches of the trees, that they cover the part of each other, and in this way that a stage of leaves is formed, a roof of leaves is formed, which is also known as canopy. And this canopy, this roof of leaf, does not allow the sunlight to reach the ground. So the ground remains dark and damp. Only shade tolerant vegetation may grow here. Okay, so when these trees do not allow the sunlight to reach the grounds, so that's why always there is darkness and wet. Okay, wet is found on the ground of this forest, and the only trees which can grow under the shade on the, that means shade, or that without or which need very less amount of sunlight. So only this type of vegetations are grown in these forests. Now we will discuss about wildlife. The rainforest is rich in fauna. Already I have told you the meaning of fauna and flora. Flora means vegetation and fauna means wildlife. So thick forests are found. So definitely a large variety of animals, birds, insects are found in this forest. Birds such as toucans, hummingbird, and bird of paradise with their brilliantly colored plumage, oversized bill for eating make them different from birds we commonly see in India. So different, you can say, variety of birds are found in the forests of Amazon. These birds also make loud sounds in the forest. Animals like monkeys, sloth, ant-eating tapirs are also found. So means a different variety of birds and animals are found in the forest of Amazon. Various species of reptiles, snakes also thrives in these jungles. Crocodile, snakes, python, anaconda, and boa constrictor are some of the species found in this forest. Beside, the basin is home to thousands of species of insects, several species of fishes, including the flesh-eating, that piranha fish is also found in the river Amazon. Okay, so you must know about the name of the fish which is found in the river Amazon, that is piranha. Okay, so in this way we have seen a different variety of species of birds, animals, reptiles, snakes, okay, insects are found in the forest, in these thick forests. These forests are also known as rainforest. Understood about it? Why they are known as rainforest? As I told that they receive the area receives a maximum amount or heavy rainfall. That's why they remain green throughout the year. Now we will discuss about the second place, Gange Brahmaputra basin in India. Ganga is the main holy river of India, okay, and that another river Brahmaputra, okay. So these two rivers, means the tributary of river Gange Brahmaputra, together they form Ganga Brahmaputra basin in Indian subcontinent. So in India, these two rivers drain a large part of northern or eastern part of India. Okay, a large part of northeastern part of the India drained by these two rivers Gange and Brahmaputra. The basin lies in the subtropical region that is situated between 10 degree north to 30 degree N latitude. Both latitude N is marked. So means this area completely lies in the northern hemisphere, okay. And what is the extent? That it starts from 10 degree north latitudes, okay, and up to 30 degree north. Understood? So the area lies between these two tropics, okay, is known as Gange Brahmaputra basin. The tributaries of the river Gange like Ghaggar, Son, Chambal, Gandak and Kosi, and the tributaries of Brahmaputra drain it. Understood about it? Yes. So these are the tributary. Okay, means these are some small rivers which join the big river, main river Gange. So these are known as the tributary of Gange river. So name the tributaries of Gange river: Ghaggar, Son, Chambal, Gandak and Kosi river. Understood about it? Yes. Now the plains of the Gange and the Brahmaputra, the mountains and the foothills of the Himalayas and the Sundarbans Delta are the main features of this basin. Yes friends, that Brahmaputra river is known as by different names in different parts or different areas. Like it originates from the that Tibet area where it is known as the Sangpo. Then in India it enters through Arunachal Pradesh, okay, where it is known as Dihang. In Assam, when it enters in Assam it is known as Brahmaputra, okay, and in the West Bengal these two rivers Ganga and Brahmaputra join to each other, and at that time they are known as by different name, that is Padma. And one branch of Brahmaputra, it enters in Bangladesh where it is known as Jamuna. Understood about it? This is very important and you must know about it. Okay. So that there is a varied topography in Ganga and Brahmaputra basin. Mountains, foothills, okay, and that deltas also. So these are some main or you can say different physical reliefs found in this basin. Oxbow lakes dot the plains areas. Yes, as we know that Gange originates from the mountainous areas, from the Gangotri glaciers in Uttarakhand. Okay, when it enters in the plain area, it turn into, or it takes many bend or turn. Okay, so in this way that some part of the rivers is cut off from the main river, and in this way lakes are formed, and this type of lakes are known as oxbow lakes. The area is dominated by the monsoon climate. Okay, monsoon climate means that experience all type of weather, very cold also, and that you can say hot also, and rainy seasons also. Means the climates depend on monsoon rains. The monsoon brings rain from the mid-June to mid-September. Monsoon winds means the winds which bring rainfall, and it comes in this part from mid-June to mid-September. So I told you that different that seasons or weather are experienced in this area, like summers are hot and winters are cold. Now we will discuss about life of the people live in this area. The basin area has varied topography. Just I told you, varied topography means different physical reality. Like when it starts from its starting in its journey, that mountains are found. Then after that it enters in the plain area, like in UP, Uttarakhand, that it originates from the mountainous area. When it's enter in UP, that is plain area, Bihar. So in this way, that some hilly area. So different topographies are, different physical reliefs are found in this basin area. The environment plays a dominant or important role in the distribution of the population. Okay, as we know beta, that the areas like mountains and desert, they have less population because life is tough there, and that the needs, basic needs are also not available easily. And in the plain areas, that there is a large you can say number of people are living in the plain areas because life is easy, comfortable, okay, and all the things are found easily, like constructions of roads, setting building, dam, okay, transport system, everything is easily available. That's why the mountains areas with steep slopes have inhospitable terrain. Therefore, less number of people live in the mountain area of the Gange-Brahmaputra basin. So this I told you now, means the mountainous area, because there is a very harsh cold climate condition. So less number of people live in these mountainous areas. And plain areas provides the most suitable land and human habitations. Okay, so plain area climate is also suitable, land is plain and fertile, so that's why a large number of people live in the plain areas. Agriculture is the main occupation of the people where flat land is available to grow crops. So as I told, different varied topography, so that these two rivers enter in the plain areas also. So where there is plain area, so people practice agriculture, cultivation, this is the main occupation, and different types of crops are grown in different seasons. The density of population of plain is very high, and the main crop is paddy. Paddy means rice field. Okay, since cultivation of paddy requires sufficient water, grows in the areas where the amount of rainfall is high. Actually, the paddy fields, rice field, they require a large amount of water. Okay, so that's why the area which receive that enough amount of water from these rivers, so in that area rice is cultivated, rice crop is cultivated. Okay, crops are grown on terrace in the mountains and hills also. Okay, on the mountains and hilly areas also cultivation is done, which is also known as step farming, in which that the mountains are cut into steps, broad steps, and these steps are used to grow crops. Okay, so this is known as step farming. It is practiced in hilly area. So sometimes this question is asked, which type of cultivation is practiced on hilly area? So that name is step farming. Vegetation cover of area varies according to the types of landform. Yes, definitely. Okay, in plain area different types of crops are grown, and in mountainous area which receive less rainfall, okay, and different, you can say, climatic condition, very cold climatic condition is there. So that different types of crops are grown on different area, like on mountains different crops are grown, in plain area different crop, and hilly area like in Assam, which is good for cultivation of tea gardens are found in the Assam. In the Gange-Brahmaputra plain, tropical deciduous tree grows along with the teak, sal and people. We discussed that in Amazon basin there is the large amount of rainfall, that's why that thick forests are found, rainforests are found. In Gange-Brahmaputra a suitable climate is there. So in this way, in this area deciduous forests are found, in the deciduous forest trees like teak, sal, peepals are grown here. Tourism is another important activity of the basin. Yes, actually that on this area that there is a large number of tourist places are there. There is large number of people that visit every year, okay, or these features that attract a large number of people. So tourism is another important activity, like Taj Mahal on the banks of river Yamuna, and in Agra, Allahabad on the that confluence of the rivers Gange, Yamuna, Buddhist stupas in Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, okay, Lucknow with its Imambara, Assam with the Kaziranga and Manas with wildlife sanctuary. You must know about the name of these two national park and wildlife sanctuary, Kaziranga and Manas. Both are in the Assam, okay. And that Arunachal Pradesh is famous for the tribal group, okay, which they follow a different culture. So these are some tourist attraction center in Gange Brahmaputra basin. Now we will have a discussion on the homework solution of lecture 2. What are the major cities located in river Gange? Yes, the cities of Allahabad, Kanpur, Varanasi, Lucknow, Patna, Kolkata are located along the river Gange. Type of climate of Amazon basin, already we have discussed that hot and wet climate throughout the year. And why hot and climate? Because it lies near the equator. Both days and nights are almost equally hot and humid. The skins feel sticky because humid climate is there. It rains almost every day, that too without much warning. The day temperature are high with very high humidity. At night the temperature goes down but the humidity remains high. So this is the climate condition of Amazon basin. Question 3. Describe the wildlife found in the Gange Brahmaputra basin. Yes, there is a variety of wildlife in the basin. Elephants, tigers, deer, monkeys are common. The one-horned rhinoceros is also found in the Brahmaputra plain. In the delta area, Bengal tiger, crocodile, alligator are found. Aquatic life abounds in the fresh river waters, the lakes and the Bay of Bengal sea. Okay, that most popular varieties of the fish are Rohu, Katla, Hilsa. So this is the wildlife of Gange Brahmaputra basin. Write a short note on the agricultural activities of the people in the Gange Brahmaputra basin. Yes, agriculture is the main occupation of the people, and the main crop cultivated is paddy, rice field, wheat, maize, sorghum, gram and millets are also grown. Okay, are the other crops that are grown in this area. Cash crop means the crops which are grown to sell in the market to earn profit. So cash crop like sugarcane, jute also grown. Banana plantation are seen in some areas of the plain, and in West Bengal and Assam tea is grown in plantation, and silk is produced through the cultivation of silkworm in parts of Bihar and Assam. So in the mountains and hills where the slopes are gentle, crops are grown on the terrace. Okay, now next question, question number 5th. How is tourism an important activity in the Gange Brahmaputra basin? Yes, tourism is another important activity of the basin. Taj Mahal on the banks of the river Yamuna in Agra, Allahabad on the confluence of the rivers Gange and Yamuna, Buddhist stupas in UP and Bihar, Lucknow with its Imambara, Assam with Kaziranga and Manas with wildlife sanctuary, and Arunachal Pradesh with a different tribal culture are some of the places worth a visit. So friends, in this way our chapter is completed. This is for today. Tomorrow we will meet again with the next lecture of next chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.